Good morning. So I've just come in to do a live this morning. Definitely didn't stick with my 6 a.m. did I? So I'm like basically half dressed. I've got like basically what my colour of my sofa is on. Normally if I do a live with this on, I look like I'm actually just ahead because my sofa is exactly the same colour. I don't know why I'm telling you that. I'm not at home at the moment. Anyway, I just wanted to point out, I know there's a lot of things about not drinking online. There's a lot of things that I talk about. I'm always probably seeming very energetic and very like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I do a lot. I definitely do a lot more than I did when I was drinking every day. And I definitely enjoy it more. So I used to do a lot with my children when I was drinking every day. I used to do a lot of work, but inside I was just existing and I was just going through the motions, okay? So I didn't feel massively energetic. I didn't feel like I wanted to do a lot of the things that I was doing, but I was doing them because I had to do them. And I think there might be a little bit of, worry or, oh God, when somebody is like telling you something all the time, you're like, oh God, well, I don't want to have to like get up and go for a run every day. I don't want to go for a walk. I don't want to go to the gym. When you give up drinking, you don't have to be an energetic, like Duracell bunny constantly, okay? You are still allowed, and actually what becomes very apparent is that you start to listen to your body more. So I've been quite lucky. I don't think lucky is the right word, but I am not with my children today. That isn't normal, but myself and my partner separated. So he has the children, for a night and a day. And I've come to my mum's, so I don't know where else to go. And I've stayed in bed. I woke up about 8 o'clock, 8:30, which was lovely. That's like a lion. I woke up feeling completely fine, completely normal. I could have jumped out of bed. Of course I could have. I could have jumped out of bed and gone downstairs and had a shower and had some breakfast. And actually, I just decided that I think I deserved a lion. Just led there. I was doing a bit of scrolling. I did a bit of reading. I just led there. I did a bit of thinking. I didn't feel like, oh God, well, because I have got a hangover, it means that I have to go out and see the beautiful day. I probably should go out and see the beautiful day at some point, but I don't feel like I have to do things just because I feel good. And I think that I just wanted to point that out, that yeah, it is going to be great when you start feeling great, but you won't have to consistently be doing things, because what I think can be really key for when you're taking a break is that you start to listen to your body and you start to listen to what you need. And a lot of us use alcohol to relax and unwind, and there are other ways that we can do that, and actually we won't need to force that and we won't need to find that, because we'll take away some of the causes of why we need to unwind, our anxiety, feeling like crap, having a bit of a hangover, all of those things, irritability, bad moods, because they will reduce, because we're not having the alcohol every day or regularly that impacts that and exasperates it. You start to be able to slow down a little bit, and you start to feel like, and here's the one thing, we overcompensate. So when we're drinking, we overcompensate and make sure that we're doing, either so we deserve the drink later. How many of us clean our entire house because then we're like, I deserve a drink now? How many of us take our kids out to a soft play and when we get back we're like, yes, look at me, I was like super paranoid, I'm going to have a drink now? Those kind of thoughts start to go. We don't feel the need to validate and need a prize. We don't need to have deserved something as much. So I hope those things make sense. Go with it. So if you're within a break at the moment, go with it. So sometimes if we used to stay in bed, didn't we? We used to want to stay in bed or lounge around, or I always used to say to the husband, oh, I just need a extra half an hour in bed. Can you just go and sort the kids out for breakfast? I would always say it was just because I was really tired because I got up with the kid in the middle of the night, but I get up with the kid in the middle of the night all the time now, the littlest one, and I don't need to do that anymore. It was the drink. It was the waking up in the early hours of the morning. It was, feeling like crap. It was waking up with that furry mouth, where you hadn't forgotten to brush your teeth and the scar is just stuck on your eyes because you didn't take your makeup off. It was all of those feelings that was keeping me in bed. But when you stop drinking, it doesn't mean that every single morning you have to jump out of bed. You are still allowed to have a lie-in. You are allowed to relax in different ways. And we don't always have to be then. And I think it is key that when we drink, we overcompensate in our days. We are always trying to strive to prove that we can do all the things even though we feel like shit. And we're always striving to ensure that we deserve something at the end of the day. Look how much I've done today. Look how much work I've done today. Look how many things I did with the kids. Look how much housework I did. All of these things, whether we know it or not, whether or not you're even aware of it or not, are because it gives us that validation. It gives us that reason to say, okay, I'm going to sit down and have my bottle of wine now because I championed today and it was all good. But then the next day we just feel like crap again and we do it over again and we're busy all the time and we're feeling like crap all the time and we're not giving ourselves a break. So you don't have to be a Duracell bunny just because you're not hungover. But also what you'll find as you take your break is that you will not feel the need to be so busy all the time to warrant having a drink later on, or to prove to yourself that the drink's fine and you can still do everything, and it doesn't matter if you feel like crap because you can still do everything, because that is the cycle that we get into. So if you've just joined, watch from the beginning, because it will make more sense what I'm saying. I believe I'm still a little bit just got out of bed. So I will see you all later. I'll come and do a live later on this evening, and the video 3 has dropped in, so if you haven't watched it yet, please watch it, because I think it's a really important one for anybody that's doing this 4-day challenge or wants to take a break to watch, because it's about our free time. It's about what our free time is worth to us, what it means to us. You know, the times when we're not at work, the times where we've got an evening, the times where we're with our family. And what that means to you, and what you're actually doing in it at the moment, and what you'd actually like to be doing in it. Have a lovely Saturday.